She sophisticated head to the toes, acting like a lady, she ain't acting like these hoes. She don't need me, she got her own. Independent woman and it shows. She may be laughing, but I know that she ain't kidding. We ain't keeping secrets, but I stay out of her business.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Y'all, today's video I'm going to be telling y'all all about how to save money. This video is going to be different than the other like how to save, how to budget videos. I'm going to be telling y'all like real life how to like think and how to change your mind like to be able to save. I know there's a lot of videos on YouTube about how to save, how to budget, and they're literally telling you the same thing over and over. I did watch some of them like a while ago, like before I knew how to save, because I was trying to learn how to save, and that shit did not help. And now that I have successfully maintained a consistent amount of savings in my account for over a year with me barely touching it or whatever, I'm going to show you like realistically how to save money. Now, I didn't have the time to put these tips into any correct order, so don't think tip number 1 is the most important tip. Don't think tip number 10 or whatever number I end at is least important. These are all equally important tips, so you want to make sure you're pretty much watching this entire video. As always, if you found this video helpful or like anything I said, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. So anyways, let's go ahead and get started. So as I get started in the tips, one of the main things people have a problem with when it comes to saving money is that you're not making the money to save. That was my problem anyways. I never was making enough money to even save. And you know, people be like, well, put $5 aside, put $2 aside. If you put $2 aside for 20 years, bruh, I need my bills paid this Friday. That shit gonna be off this Friday. What am I gonna do today? So look around your city like for small jobs. Serving is a good way to make good, quick money, extra money, all of that. You could pick up extra jobs in the holidays if you want to do retail jobs just for the holidays and make all that money that you work at your second job, have all that just for your savings, or make that all your play money. And your main job is just strictly for bills. If you have a talent, you know, charge people for that. If you know how to draw, do tattoo designs for people, do logo designs for people. Make use of your talents, make use of your downtime to like bring yourself in some extra money. And even now, I forgot, they have Uber. Like Uber and Lyft are taking over. Like if you have a good running car, and honestly in some of the cities I've been to, you don't even need a good running car. If you got a bucket, you can be an Uber driver. So make money off of that. If you live on your own apartment, and you have someone's house you can go live at for a week or so, Airbnb out your apartment. If you have an extra car just sitting around, use the Turo app, rent out your car for the week or for a few days out of time out the month. Like think of what you have that you don't have to go put money out to bring money in. So think like that and see how you can make extra income. And that extra income you make can be your savings or your play money or whatever. So now that you know how to make a little bit of extra money, now I'm going to tell you how to save that money and how to think to keep that money. So y'all, first tip is going to be live below your means. So let's say you make $5,000 a month. If you're making $5,000 a month, you can afford an apartment at $1,200. To live below your means, yes, you can afford something, but why pay the most of what you can afford and see what you can get by with paying the least? So see what if you can get an apartment for $800, $900 versus the $1,200 you know you can afford. So living below your means is just because you make the money, you don't have to spend all of the money you make. And that's one way to be able to save and keep more of your money in your pocket. So for example, ways I live below my means is basically I live in a cheap apartment. Another way I live below my means is by not inquiring like extra bills. I don't have cable, I don't have internet in my apartment, little stuff like that. It's like, yes, that's a luxury, I can afford it, but why? Like I don't necessarily just need it. It's not a need, it's a want. So I'm okay without it. I'm living pretty good without it. So just stuff like that. You just want to live below your means. Which that takes me to my next tip, which will be you want to have as little bills as possible. So once again, I don't have a cable bill. I don't have an internet bill. I wasn't having Apple Music for the longest, even though Apple Music is only $5 or $10 a month, depending if you're a student or not. It's like I don't need to pay a monthly subscription to anything. So why pay $10 a month when I could just buy an album when it comes out, make a one-time purchase of $10 or $12? Some people are music people and they want that subscription. Me, it's not that big of a deal for me. I don't want to pay a monthly subscription. So I'd rather just pay for music when it comes out if I want it. And if not, then cool. I don't have something coming out of my account every single month that I'm not even using majority of the time. Okay, tip number 3. Don't buy something if it's unnecessary. Unnecessary items are different for each person. You know what's unnecessary for you. You know what you don't need. If I do make an unnecessary purchase, I'll kind of like punish myself by making that purchase, and whatever I spent on that, I'll put it in my savings account just to teach myself, like, you know, to basically to like punish myself, like, you know you shouldn't have done that. So because you wasted that money, now put it in your savings. Do good with what you wasted, basically. Mental little punishments for myself. That helps me save money as well, because I know if I spend it, I know I'm going to lose double of it because I'm going to have to put it to my savings. Also, another thing I do is if I want to make a big purchase, like it could be anything, a purse, a trip, down payment for a car I had to do recently, I make sure I have double the money, and if I'm able to, I make sure I have triple the amount that I'm about to pay. The reason I do this is because I want to make sure that I'm not like losing out on anything, like I'm not losing money. I feel like if I make a purchase, or if anyone makes a purchase and that's your last, you don't need to be making it. So if I'm ever thinking about going somewhere, making any big purchases, meaning like $200 and up purchases, I'm going to make sure I have double that amount in my account, and if not, like I said, triple the amount before I even buy that big purchase. And that's just a way to let yourself know that if you don't have double or triple the amount of what you're buying, you don't need to be buying it. So think about it that way. One of the things I started doing, which I didn't even know was like it mattered, was writing down my bills and expenses. It's something about writing down something that just opens your mind. You can clearly see it, you can clearly think, you can add it up, all of that. You can actually see where your money is going, and it gives you a goal and a vision of what to do with it. So write down your bills. My bills: rent, car note, cell phone. Those are my major bills. Those are the bills that do not change or fluctuate in price each month. Y'all, I feel like I'm all over the place in this video with my tips, but like I said, they're all equally important. So one thing that like has changed my mindset is that I really understood that money is important. We need money. So why should I treat money like less than anything else? So why not have a healthy relationship with it and multiply it? So questions you want to ask yourself when you're building this relationship with your money is, does your money trust you? Have you been treating your money right? Is your money there for you? Can you call your money in the time of need? Or does your account leave you out high and dry? And that's why it's important to have a savings account, because that's that trust you have in your relationship. Another way I save money is by being a cheapskate. I love telling people I'm cheap. Yup, I'm pretty and I'm cheap. I paid $5 for this shirt. Yup. Stuff like that is rewarding to me. I feel good knowing that, yup, I look cute as hell for $20. Don't worry, I'll be a label hoe eventually. But right now is not my time to wear designers and stuff like that. Right now is my time to save money and make the most of what I have. So take pride in being a cheapskate. Penny pinch, bargain, stay on top of your account. I check my account every day. I know what's going in and out. I know what's pending. I know what's available. And I don't care. I feel like people that have money and that keep money are people that are on top of their money and aware of their money and aware of what is going on. Also, I try my hardest not to pay full price anytime I buy clothes. So I'm pretty much only shopping online, because online stores always have discounts. A lot of YouTubers that always have promo codes and coupon codes for websites. So try your hardest not to buy something if you can get it for a discount. Another tip, decide what works for you when it comes to when your bills are due. If you're the type of person that you want all your bills to come out at the first of the month, then have all your bills planned for the first of the month, and the rest of the month, that's all your play money. Me personally, that doesn't work for me. I have my rent and my phone bill at the beginning of the month, and then I have my car note in the middle of the month, and I don't know, it just works for me. It gives me time to regroup, it gives me time to make some more, and it kind of paces me. But for some people, it makes them feel like all month long they're paying bills. So it just depends how, it just depends what works for you. If you're a more visual person and you can't grasp that you're saving money by having a savings account, then have your main checking account and keep your savings money at home. Some people want to physically see their cash, they want to count it, and that's not a bad thing either. Keep your money at home, get a small safe, get a piggy bank. That's all a piggy bank is an at-home safe. Take it to back in the day. Get yourself a piggy bank and store it so you can physically watch it grow. That works for people as well. Also, it may work for you to have your bank account deduct a certain amount out of each check, or every week or quarter have a certain amount be transferred into your savings. Me personally, I take whatever I make from my YouTube and I put it directly to my savings, so I don't even touch that or spend that, just because I'm making like a lower amount. So that's my extra source of income. For me, the bank account I have is each dollar I spend, each time I swipe my card, whatever I spend, the change is rounded up and it is put directly into my savings account. So that's a way for anytime I spend money, a little bit is going in my savings account, and that can add up to $5 to $10 or even $15 a week, depending how many times I swipe my card. So that's a good way to, you know, save some money. Also, I like to do the torture test. I love torturing myself for some reason. So by this, what I mean is I'll go online to my favorite online website, Misguided, and I will fill up that basket. I'm talking $300. I will fill it up. I just be like, girl, are you about to spend $300 on these clothes, or are you about to spend $300 on your car note? This amount of money could go somewhere else versus to just me looking cute. I could look cute with what I already have, just wear it different ways. Is this a necessary purchase? Also, what I found helpful is to put things in my basket and leave it there. A lot of people have said this. Put things in your cart and just leave it there for 24 hours. And most of the time when I do that, it happened to me this week and I was mad. But most of the time when I do that is I'll put clothes in my basket for 24 hours. Girl, by the time you click that website tomorrow, the discount is gone. They didn't offer 50% off no more. Now it's full price, or now it's 30% off. So it's like, why would I pay 30% off for this when just yesterday y'all had it for 50% off? So now I don't even want it. It's stuff like that that can help you save money. Now taking it back to the bills, because like I said, this is all over the place. I look at all my bills and I call them to see if there's any new things going on that I can save on. I called my cell phone bill because my cell phone bill was ridiculous. But I had also been with this company for like 3 or 4 years, so I was in like an older plan. So call your cell phone company, see if they have any newer plans out, anything like that that you can get your bill lowered. I took off the insurance on my phone. I would rather take off a monthly reoccurring fee, and if something were to happen to my phone, okay, I'll just pay the chunk up front versus having a reoccurring amount come out my account. Honestly, nothing does happen to my phone. So I'm really paying essentially for nothing. And y'all, I know a lot of companies that you may work for, your job, most of the time they have like percentages like 15% or 20% off if you have, depending on what cell phone provider you're with. So take advantage of that. Another thing with cell phone companies, if you set up automatic payment, they'll make your bill like $5 cheaper as well. So once again, that adds up. Everything makes a difference. Don't look at something like, oh, that's just $5 a month, I could do it. Oh, that's just $10 a month, that's just $10. No, that's $15. So y'all, I didn't want to make this too complicated because it's really not that complicated for me. I don't think of it any complicated way. I don't stress myself out about it. So that's why this video is a little simple. The tips are a little simple, but honestly, y'all, they're a big deal to me because this is really what I do to save money. It really helps. Also, if I get a big chunk of money like taxes, or I know some people get school refunds, take majority of that and just throw it in your savings and leave a little bit for yourself to spend or to do with or whatever. And the thing about it is you're not rewarding yourself with the money that you're spending. You're rewarding yourself with the money that you have in your savings. The building and the strength part is what you can put away and not touch. Don't kill yourself. If you have to dip into your savings or if you have to make a purchase, then you have to make it. But punish yourself a little bit by putting double back in your savings. That's what I've done and it's worked for me. Y'all, I'm gonna wrap the video up here. I hope this was helpful. I hope this really taught y'all like it can be easy to save money. It can be easy to make extra money. If you found this video helpful, give me a thumbs up and leave a comment below and let me know any tips y'all do. like to help you save money or to help you make money, because your girl is always looking to make a coin. So anyways, y'all, I will catch y'all in my next video. Subscribe to my channel on your way out, and I will see you in the next one.